What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. Wanted to give a quick health update on me and get a little bit more Mystical Onslaught going on my Hardcore Mystics only playthrough. So we are here on floor 13 Onslaught. Of course, we've got only 1 of 10 of the Onslaught Defender quest completed. Now, lots of people have been asking. I've been home from the hospital for several days now, and starting to feel a bit better. I am still not 100%. As advertised as a non-invasive surgery, ended up being a little bit more invasive than advertised, no doubt. I'm really bruised up. But I am doing much better, and we'll give you all another update here in a few days once I'm fully back in the swing of things. But anyway, let's take a look and see what we've got. Of course, we got our double lanes up here. We got the kamikaze flyers. I think it might be a mistake, but I'm going to hope that a Viper's Fang there will just really distract all of those kamikazes. And then I'm going to put another back behind here. Now, we got all geodes here. Let's go 2 of those guys. Let's go a couple of sand traps, something like that. And then let's go 2 over here as well. Now, I need to put these in a position where if the dive bombers there do dive bomb into my wall, that it's not going to completely kill everything else. I think that may be far enough away. I mean, that's a pretty tough call. We're still rocking this Chaos 3 medallion. I think I'm going to get some Serpent's Coils in on this one as well, though. Let's go something like... Oops. I wanted to put more than that there. Let's maybe get 2 of them up on that rail there. And these, you know, like I said, you know, this all could get destroyed by dive bombers, but I'd rather it get destroyed than the core get destroyed. But let's go with something like that right up top. Now, that, of course, means we're going to have to do something here. And you know what? Let me get my obelisk in. Let's throw an obelisk, say, right there. I kind of want to, use this little up front walking stretch here to get anything killed. Let's go with 3 snakes in there. What did we have there? Oh, we got Dreadbones on that one. That leaves me a good bit for this side. Now, over here we've got a Dargan lane. So I'm going to kind of angle these, and the reason is I want some Vipers to have some line of sight around the corner there. Let's go with a sand trap. Let's actually go 2 sand traps right on top of each other there. And then I'm going to be able to throw down a bunch of extra stuff here too. So here I think we'll use... just use this corner. What do we have over there? We got Fodder Vanguard there. Sand trap it up. We still got tons of DU left. What do we want to do with all this DU? Well, we can throw another Viper in over here. That won't have line of sight on anything until it's around the corner. That feels like a pretty suspect spot for a Serpent's Coil there. I tell you what I'd love to be able to completely ignore is this lane. I can go something like this. to hopefully get a little upfront damage and then deal with any of the flyers that might leak through. Assuming all that stuff gets destroyed, of course. In fact, do we want to do this too? I mean, this... If I put them down here, that's just so sketchy. Sketchy close. But on the same note, it seems like that would really put in some work down there. You know what? In fact, let's really set this lane up. Alright. Let's give it a whirl and see how it goes. We're going to just kind of watch the mini-map and see what happens. And hopefully, all is well here. We got a daily mission completed. And that progressed. Oh, Sand Viper's destroyed. Wow, it was the Sand Vipers up here. Alright, yeah, we're going to have problems here. Dreadbones is on my wall down there, too. Alright, so this is turning out a little bit sketchier than I had hoped. We're getting beat down over here, too. Now, that could have been the dive bombers. Or it could have been the flyers. Actually, it's just the one. Oh, man, and we got the whole inventory getting spammed business going on. Oh no, it's because of that. Oh, you know what? I forgot to, forgot to clear out here. Let me keep that melee boom for a moment. Alright, so, yeah, we're not getting spammed. We got that, that defender pass reward. Alright, now this wall got tore up. This wall got tore up. And then the Vipers over there got tore up. What can we do? I mean, if we stick them right up front like this, I feel like it's going to be a problem, right? Surprisingly, I didn't take any damage there. What do I got coming over there? Okay, I got a Skelly coming. Let's get any upgrades in that I can, as this is turning a little bit sketchier than I had hoped here. Alright, let's let it fly again. Man, I did not expect that lane up top to be the problem. Man, I didn't get any upgrades on my obelisk either. Alright, having a Dark Torment right in the spawn is kind of nice. We're just taking a beating on that one. It's got to be from range mobs, I believe. It's a Plaguing Hawk, so I'm not really going to sweat it. Yeah, we were taking mad damage over here, huh? Oh, here is our problem right here. Alright, well that is a relatively easy fix. Alright, getting 0 of 10 Chaos 4 gear now, which is nice. So for this one, why don't we just do this? Can I actually put it up there? No. Let's do that. I don't think it's going to get destroyed, and that should deal with those mobs that were staying in the back and throwing. It's the javelin thrower projectiles pierce, of course. And although they're throwing at the wall, it was just piercing and hitting that tower. Alright, what do we got this time? We got a captain over here. What took all the damage here? The middle one. I'm assuming that's from javelin throwers as well. See, I'm only 17,000 down on the wall, but, you know, I've got a defense that's only got 10,000 health right behind it. See if we can't get a few Dark Torments up in here. Ooh, you know what? I got another idea, too. And we're taking mad damage way up top again. How's this captain doing? That captain is down. Let's put a stun on him. Alright, we lost one of our walls. We're taking mad damage on this. This is definitely not smooth sailing like I had hoped. We lost this guy right here. Throw an upgrade on that. Now, alright. I think we can remedy this issue. And we got a DC. Alright, so back to the drawing board. Let's hop back on in and give this a whirl. Sadly, as many of you know, this is part of the Dungeon Defenders 2. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it happens, it always sucks. So let's dive back in and try some more here. Alright, so looks like this time around we got the Forgotten Ruins. What do we have there? We got Geo Whopper Vanguards over there. We got 2 fodder lanes, one with Borks. We got a Kamikaze lane over there, and then a fodder lane below. So we don't have to worry about any javelin throwers here, which is kind of nice. So we can just go ahead and throw a wall just like right up there without sweating it at all. Now I do want to put my obelisk here as kind of a decoy for those kamikazes. So let's do that, and then let's see what we got here. So we're getting pretty close to the spawn. Let's put 2 right there. I'll go 1, say like that also hits the flyers. And then we'll throw a couple of sand traps in on that one. I think that will probably get me on that lane. You know what? Let's go with another one over here. For a little up front and some flyer killing there. Okay, we got cyborgs on this one. So our sand traps will be getting disabled. I'm still going to throw a couple sand traps up there. Let's go something like that. And then this one, I think we can go kind of right up the middle. And then we'll do the same thing over here. We'll get a couple of them in that are going to double dip. So those will be on flyers and on ground mobs. Let's go something like that. It leaves me a truckload of DU left. And then here we've got just a fodder lane. I think this one we just go like right here. Oh, I'm DCing again, aren't I? Is this going to be a DC? It won't let me place anything. Yep. All right, so definitely some sort of connection issue here on this one today. So I think we will call it an episode. So a little failed onslaught floor, but we're going to have to wait for whatever happens to get these connection timeouts squared away. But anyway, thanks a ton for watching. Have a wonderful 4th of July if you are celebrating it. And I will see you next time. Take it easy.